Hi reception, I said I'd be back with the maths video. So on your learning log this week, I've put quite a few White Rose maths sheets. You don't have to do them all, but they're all based on things we've been learning about, purely numbers to 20. And I was going to show you some of the things, just to go over a few of the things. I don't want you to get confused. Some of them are to do with reading the numbers and then writing the number. So reading the word 7 and writing the number 7. Because do you remember one of your tasks, I think about 2 weeks ago, was to practice writing the numbers to 10. And last week we practiced the numbers to 20 as well. So it's using what you know in a different way. And then another activity you had to do was ordering numbers, and also making numbers to 20. So I'm going to show you I'm using the words greater, smaller. That just means bigger, or greater and least, sorry. And that means biggest or smallest. That's all it means. Biggest or smallest. So if you're not sure, you just think, oh, greatest. I just think, which is the biggest number? So for instance, if we were looking at, I'll just move these. First of all, we're going to make our numbers, and I'm going to show you our numbers. Can you see now? I'm going to rub these ones out for a minute so you can see this board. Can you see that I've got I'll show it to you first. I've got my 10 cube, and numbers between 10 and 20, they always have a 10 first. So we've got 10 cubes. I'm going to show them to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are our 10 cubes. When we count them, we don't want to always go back to 1 and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to be able to say 10, 11. So you put 10 in your head. Is it like, for instance, if we were counting 7 or 6, so if we were doing 6, I want you to be able to think, well, I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just say, I know that's 5, and 1 more is 6. I know that's 5, and 2 more is 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, my terrible fingers. 5, 6, 7. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you start from the 5. It's exactly the same when you're dealing with the numbers bigger than 10. You say 10, so there's our 10. And if we add on 1 more, we say 10, and 1 more is, so there's 10, there's your 10, can you see them? There's your 10, and 1 more is 11. 10, and 2 more, so let's join them together. 2 more is, so 10, and 2 more is 12. So when you were counting, if you're back in class, what I would have been doing with you is saying things like, let's count these, but instead of, I would be looking for you to be able to say 10, 11, 12, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want you to know that that's a 10, and then that will help you when you go into year 1. So if we were making 13, it's 10, or we can say 10 and 3 more. Just look at the second number. 3 more, 13. So that's what I want you to remember. Practice. If you've got these, you may not have these cubes at home, but if you've got pasta or I'm trying to think, Lego, 10 pieces of Lego, blocks, be amazing. Just make your 10. Even if you've got 10 pastas and you put them in a little pot, 10, and add on, so the ones in your pot are 10, and then add on different pieces of pasta till you get to 20. So 10 and 1 more. So you don't have an activity to do with that. It's going to help you with the ones I already put on the learning log, but it's just for you to get used to saying 10 and 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. So you get to know your numbers between 10 and 20 and know how we make those numbers. It's 10 and how many more. Okay, now one of the other activities you had was, I think first of all you had these little 10 grids. We call them 10 grids because, can you see that? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little grids in there. Now you were making teen numbers, weren't you? So one of the things you had to do was show me 13 in a different way. So there's 13. So we could have said, we could do like this, couldn't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my 10 and 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That's 13. But I asked, could you show it to me in a different way? So let's rub them out quickly. I haven't got a magic board. So I could just do it in another way. I could just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was thinking that that's another way. It's just showing me the numbers between 10 and 20 in different ways. But the most important is to remember the 10 and how many more. And the last thing I'm going to show you, and the last thing is this one. One of the activities you had to do was ordering the numbers. So if you had, I think you may have had, let's have a look, I'm looking at my board there. So you had, let's have a look, 12, 8, 15. You had to put them in order from the smallest or the smallest number or the least number to the biggest number, and you had little squares like this, didn't you? So can you see that? Little squares like this. So you were looking at which is the smallest number. Now you can either go along your number line. Which number do you come to first? 8. So that if you come to it first on your number line, then that's the smallest number. 8. And then you keep going. So we've done 8. What number is it? 12 or 15? But you may be able to tell by looking, because that is 10. The units are just the little ones on their own. The units are just these little things on their own. They're not a whole block of 10. They're just ones on their own. So your 12 is 10. And how many more? Oh, you can't see it, sorry. 12 is 10, and 1 more is 11, and 2 more is, whoops, 12. Okay, now I'm going to run and grab my, one second, just going to grab my other cubes. If I was making 15 is 10. And how many more? How many little ones to make 15? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can just see by looking that 12 is 10 and 2 more, and 15 is 10 and 5 more. So which number is the least, is the smallest? Is it 12 or 15? That's what you've got to get into your head when you're ordering the numbers. And it's actually, well, it's going to be 12, isn't it? Because that's just 10 and 2 more. So 12. So the biggest number must be 15, because it's got 10 and 5 more. So I hope that helps. That's to do with the activities already on your, I'm looking at the time, already on your learning logs on the school website. So just choose a few, don't have to do them all, and work through them, and it helps you with your numbers to 20, really knowing your numbers to 20. I'm going to post another very quick video about our crocodile signs. Okay, see you in a little while. Bye.